telling you. Should we okay, the people that have been wanting us, waiting for us to go live, should we just tell them real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
Welcome. Happy New Year, everybody. Bonne année. We are
Rooted in Real, Delva Diaries.
We hope that everybody had a wonderful holiday season, that you got plenty of rest, you got time to spend with your family, and you're recuperated and ready to just start 2026 nice and strong. Please comment in the section below if you want to be one of God's strongest soldiers this year. Let me know if you want to sign up, because you know he gives some of his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. Yes. Anybody want to be a warrior this year?
Be careful what you pray for.
Or do you just want to take a break from all of that? For me, it feels like the battle has already started. But we're here at CMP Radio. CMP Radio is the only independent radio station here in Chester, PA. And they're seeking to fight the injustices in our community by giving power to our people and their voices. It is also a place where teens and college students come to explore their passions for broadcasting and for podcasting. And we're so happy and honored to be here.
Yes.
Just to be able to be given this chance as four voices in Chester to share our experiences, our stories. We have so much to talk about. Tonight we're going to be talking about, setting goals, New Year's resolution. Is there any point to even setting a resolution? And have an accountability partner. You don't have to do this journey alone. We are here. So if you ever catch us live, just come, sit down, grab your cup of coffee, grab your snacks, and listen to our stories. Listen to what we have to say. We come from so many different backgrounds. I think combined with 10 years of marriage to 5 years of marriage, collectively is about 50 years of experiences. Our oldest are in high school. And even if we're not live and you catching it later, just go ahead and ask your questions.
Leave a comment.
Share. Because that's the community that we want to build here. A safe place for you for us to talk and for us to grow. So we're gonna introduce ourselves. We're gonna start with Natalie and work our way down. So you can just just get an idea about what makes us unique. Why even waste your time listening to us and what we have to offer?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natalie. I'm the oldest of the sisters. Um, I have 5 children, um, 4 boys and 1 girl in the middle. My oldest is just turned 15. He's in high school. He's in the 9th grade, so that's gonna be interesting journey to watch him grow and into high school. Um, and I'm married. I've been married for going on 7 years now. To my husband Woodley. You guys probably see him one of these days on the show. What else, Rosie? So what do I do? I am a medical technologist, and I work in blood bank. What else? I grew up in the city of Chester. I graduated in Chester High in 2003. Then ventured out, went to Penn State, went to Thomas Jefferson. Here I'm back to get back to my community however I can, whenever I can, because my kids do keep me busy. 5 kids keep me busy, especially you kind of keep them busy. My goal for the show is to share my experience being a sister, a mother, a daughter, and my purpose through different phases in my life, because life is a journey, and your children bring you through those journeys. My sisters have been through a lot, so we're here to share our experience, be here and support each other, give advice, but however you guys want us to show up, really.
Yeah. Oh, I'm next. My name is Rosie Delva Bell, and I have been married for going on 5 years. I have 5 children. My oldest is 14. My youngest is about 14 months. I have a cleaning business, so more of the entrepreneur. I love what I do, and I love helping other businesses, or if you're thinking about starting a business. I've helped a lot of other cleaning companies and businesses in the area. Some of them have surpassed where I'm at, but that's okay. I'm going to continue to share what I know. So that's kind of like what I'm into. In the work that I do, I've been in a lot of homes throughout Delaware, PA, even in Jersey. I've met all kinds of people, all kinds of religions. So what I hope to do in this in our show is to share some of the stories that I've heard, with their permission, of course, throughout the last 14 years. That things that moms that I've met, things that they've shared. I've seen a lot, and just to be able to give a different perspective, what a Muslim person might be going through, or what a Buddhist person might be going through, their struggles as a mom or a wife, and all of that. I think what was going to make this podcast so different and so unique from every other podcast that's out there is, even though we're all sisters, we have been through so many different experiences. For myself, I have been all throughout the South, Louisiana, Mississippi. I went to school in Florida, an extremely conservative college where there's certain sidewalks that the male students couldn't walk on, long skirts, very, very fundamental type of college. So I'm going to be talking about just my experience down there in the Bible Belt, as a Black person, as a first-generation Haitian. I want to talk about some of the things that my parents or my grandparents have said And sometimes, like, we're here, first generation, and it seems like they just don't get it. And I want to bridge that gap, and to just make sense of it all. So that's just a little bit about me, and looking forward to getting to know you guys as well. Do you relate? Do you disagree? And I'm excited.
Well, I guess I'm next then. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. My name is Christina Delva Phillips. I was raised in Chester just like my sister, from Holy City. So raised in the city of Chester. I went to Widener for both undergrad and grad. And currently I work in the redevelopment space, construction space, specifically in workforce development and just building the community. That's my passion, always been my passion. Those of you that know me, just uplifting minority communities and bringing opportunities and things that we normally don't have exposure to. I like to figure out how can I bring those resources to communities like Chester. I'm specifically working in South Philly, Southwest Philly. So, but to answer the other questions, my titles: I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a sister, I am an auntie, I am a daughter, I am a child of God. So with all those things and all those titles comes a lot of responsibilities. And the big one: I am a wife. Jamar Phillips. I am a wife. So with all those titles comes a lot of responsibilities, and that kind of goes into my why. Why am I here? Why do I want to talk to the world? Talk to all of you guys. It's because I want to share the experience that we've gotten. Like Rosie said, I've dated for 15 years and then got married. Been married for almost 5 now and got 2 small ones. And we've been through so much being first generation Americans, first generation to go to college, start careers, trying to build from scratch, being broke, trying to figure out. We've been through so much. And I think we got so much to share. So that's why I teamed up with my sisters to kind of share our life stories and figure and hopefully we could help somebody. If it's one person we can talk to and help you get through something, this podcast has been worth it for me. So that's why I'm here.
Well, I guess that leaves it to me last. I'm
the
youngest. The youngest out of all of the beautiful ladies here this evening. My name is Dominique Delva. That's a little bit about me. I spent a lot of time on the opposite side of where Rosie was, up north. After high school years, I did go up north for ministry and biblical studies. So upstate New York was my spot, up in the Adirondack Mountains. It's beautiful, best time of my life. And then life brought me down closer to home, where I did further studies in biblical foundations, and then eventually I went into dentistry as a dental professional for most of my work experience, but also in hospice care and working with individuals that had disabilities that didn't necessarily have the capacity to be independent. So I worked in that field, and now I'm in transition to community engagement over the past couple of years with different health insurance companies, and now with Chester Education Foundation. I'm back in Chester. Life has brought me home, and as I've been saying for the past 2 years, I'm falling in love with Chester in a way that I didn't think I would, and I'm loving every moment of it. So now being able to express my life experiences and to share my story with my community just as a cherry on top. So I'm very grateful to CMP Radio and providing this outlet for us to be able to
share in this way and to connect with my sisters who I've been away from for many years. So now I know I'm back with my family. Did I miss something? What did I miss?
They'll catch you later.
Children.
Yeah. So, I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls, 9 and 5. Some of you might have seen my oldest, Elena, in the Chester Children's chorus. She's been pouring out her voice and her heart in that choir. She's the one that likes to grab her chest and sing with all her body. So look at her in some of those videos that they have. I'm single at the moment, so
Out there.
we'll get into that eventually. But
Her number is.
If you're interested, put in the comments. Like, just kidding. Just kidding.
Drop a heart emoji if you're also single.
Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year, y'all.
Yeah, bon année. Bon année.
To Chester and Delco.
To the Haitian community out there.
Yes. I hope you guys had your soup jamu. We had ours, our big pot.
Yes.
If you didn't get any this year, just text us later on in the year, and we got you.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know, soup jumu is pumpkin soup. It is a soup that you'll find on New Year's Day in almost every Haitian home. If they didn't make it, somebody brought them a bowl, because New Year's Day is also Independence Day for Haitians.
It's our freedom soup.
I think to call it pumpkin soup, which it technically is, but if you Google pumpkin soup, you're not gonna find soup jumu.
No, you're not.
So it's difficult to just say, oh, it's pumpkin soup. It's so much more than that.
Yeah.
Pumpkin families in the pumpkin family, because it doesn't
Yeah.
look like the typical American orange pumpkin.
It's like a squash.
Squash.
Yeah.
It's the winter squash mainly, and then the other squashes. But yeah.
Drop
Yeah.
a picture in the comments below later.
Yeah.
Alicia, shout out. Whoa,
No.
Alicia!
That's our
Sorry,
other
man.
sister.
Yeah, that is our other sister. One day she will be on the show, guaranteed.
Oh my god.
Because she's the
Yeah, we
fifth
can't wait
sister.
to have you.
to this.
Wow.
That's
Well,
really
we have-
cool.
we got a couple others.
Oh, we got a couple of that is true.
But
We got sister 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
how did you
Yeah.
wait?
Share the link. I don't
Anyway.
know.
Okay.
But so let's.
Tell them to go into cmpradio.net.
Okay.
Well, actually, this is a perfect time to say what we're chatting about. Is if you want to share our video so we can get more people listening to us, go to cmpradio.net on Facebook and hit the share, and then it'll be tagged onto your page, and then you can continue to share it from there and invite a friend. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, and thank you for
She's
joining.
always right there.
All right, Rosie.
All right,
Yes.
so today,
Yes.
tonight.
New Year's resolution, y'all. Did y'all set any? Do you think that is pointless? Because sometimes we just give up on that resolution by January 30th. I know Planet Fitness is packed right now. There is no room. There's no room to work out. So yeah, what are some of your goals for 2026? Like 1 or 2 if like you really, really want to have this accomplished.
I think
I
one
am.
of my goals for 2026, I started in November, and it's to be a healthy version of myself. And it's a journey, and it's to just show up, and eventually, as I'm learning along the way, I become healthier and healthier. So I joined the gym. I actually got a personal trainer, and I've learned so much, like my formation and how to work out confidently. Because I just turned 40 this year. For those who don't know,
I couldn't tell.
yes, I just turned 40. First one to cross over.
And that
to
was
45.
quite a party.
Listen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Remember
Whitney did
dancing?
it.
We literally danced in the rain on the dance floor. It was live.
You guys had really a good
Yes, we did.
Right? You probably had more fun than me. But anyway, celebrating your sister. Yeah, she turned 40, but not us.
I turned 35 this year, which is crazy. 35.
No.
35.
So how old am I turning? God, I'm losing count.
Well, Emmanuel
Yeah.
turned 30, and we're 10 years apart between
Once
the
Emmanuel
oldest and the
turned 30,
youngest.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Junior. Oh,
Is he on here? Oh,
Yes, he
hey,
is.
bro. Yeah. So turning 40 is kind of like, all right, I'm done having children. Hopefully, God willing, anything can happen. But I'm done having children. I'm trying to get to the healthiest version of myself. So that's one of my goals for 2026. To be a healthy version of us. If anyone knows our family, the women tend to develop cancer in their 50s. So I'm trying to be proactive. Christina forced me to do a genetic testing to see if I had to see, because she got it done to see you had the pre-markers for different cancers that, like breast cancer that my aunt had, and our mom had lung cancer. Both of them died in their 50s. My grandmother, my mom's side, died in her 50s of a cancer. Her sister died. So it's like, okay, so,
We're getting pretty heavy on episode 1.
so I just want to do, be a healthy version of myself. I want to be here for my children, to see them grow up and raise their own families and be a grandmother. So that's my goal. I started in November. I wasn't waiting till January, and I'm making progress. I'm proud of myself with that. Another goal I have is to what's another goal I have? Be more intentional with my children. That was my goal last year. So it's my goal again this year to be more intentional. I wanna there's certain things I want to do. I don't want to say it because I feel like every time I say something, it doesn't happen. But I want to do Bible studies with my kids. I want to read the book, A Case for Jesus. It kind of, now they're going to high school and eventually, before we blink our eyes, they're going to be in college. And I think in college is where a lot of our faith is tested, because you have different viewpoints, philosophies. You're going to be in different science classes, and they, have different views. And I want them to be grounded and understand what their faith is, where they stand, and to be able to defend their faith. Okay. So that is one of my goals this year. I only have those. And the third goal is always to work on my marriage. I don't want to get stale and stagnant. I need to be, spicy. Keep my marriage spicy. So I think being intentional with that. My husband outbeats me in that section 1,000%. So I try to keep up with him. I don't want to let him do all the work.
So do you have any goals this year?
Goals?
In your boo, yeah.
The anniversary, because that's one of the ones you're responsible for, right?
Yeah. Well.
Because y'all been outdoing each other.
But we decided to tone it down. It'd be more financially sound this year, so we decided to tone it down. We actually sat together, and I think this is the first time in our marriage that we sat together and decided to okay, let's do this thing, finances together. We kind of did our separate things because we had different situations going on, student loans, child support, but this year we decided, if we're gonna, any successful business corporation, they sit down and discuss their finances, they budget, they plan. So this year that was one of our goals, and we actually sat down and we I don't know if we want to, my time might be up, but we sat down, we set goals, and I'll talk to you later about how we decided to do our finances together, and maybe later on we'll see how we're doing. We'll touch back. So Yes, that was one. Finance.
Okay.
Get a grip of our finances, especially with
Okay.
children. Have a budget. Have a goal. Healthy version of myself. Grow my faith with my family, with my boys. More intentional.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Can I piggyback off of two things that she said?
Before you do,
Okay.
folks, in the comment section, don't forget to share with us what your goal is. And at the very end, we're going to pick 2 or 3 people that, you don't mind. We'll share what your goal is. Those of you that are listening. Yeah. So Christina.
I think Natalie said two good points that I just want to elaborate on is just continuing your goals from last year to this year, because it doesn't stop. And I think having a New Year's resolution is always important because it's you preparing yourself for just growth. And who doesn't want to grow? So by setting a New Year's resolution and making step-by-step goals and saying I'm going to start one step at a time, I think is very, very important. So setting a resolution, saying, you know what? And that goes with what we were saying about the Japanese culture. And then and I believe it's a word called kaizen. Am I saying that correctly? Kaizen.
She's the expert.
You want to let us know if we're
Kaizen,
this one?
which states
You're right. Yeah.
start small so your brain can't really resist. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting.
The 1 minute
So
rule.
One more time,
Right.
really loud.
Kaizen, it's kind of to start small. So
Okay.
and it's kind of the methodology, I believe, is if you start small, then your brain is less likely to resist or want to do it. You'll have less resistance. You know when you do something
That's what I
and you're
said.
trying,
That's
like,
what
you know, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna work out 2 hours today, and it's your first time going to the gym,
Yeah.
and then it's not successful. You're burnt out, and then what happens? You stop going to the gym. But if you wake up and you say, you know what, I'm going to do 1 push-up today. I'm going to do 2 push-ups tomorrow, and then when I get myself into something comfortable at home, maybe I'll go to the gym. And then I go to the gym once a week, and then you just slowly build from there. And as you build, you build your confidence. So I think that's just start small. It doesn't have to be big and grandiose. You can just start small, and just keep growing from there. And just to touch on a little bit of my personal goals. So like Natalie said, she sat with her husband. I sat with Jamar on the first weekend. We sent the kids off to their grandparents, and we had a couple of hours talking about our personal goals, our professional goals, spiritual goals, and financial goals, because when you align in that area, I believe it kind of, some of the arguments you have in your marriage, you're kind of addressing on the day one of the year. And then what we're doing is we actually getting it printed, putting it on the wall as a constant reminder where I can write on it and be like, all right, these are the steps. Because sometimes you can set goals, but if you don't put steps in those goals, sometimes it seems like you're trying to eat a well. But when you put those steps, it's taking 1 bite at a time in order to eat a well. I don't know if anybody ever heard that saying. But, so yeah. So one of my goals, my personal goal, is to, I want to start making healthier options. Not necessarily meal prep. When I think of meal prepping, I run out the kitchen. It's overwhelming. All these meal prepping Instagrams, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
So me, I just want to make a drink. And I did. I made
One thing.
Yeah. I'm going to start off by making those little juices that I like.
And sometimes they meal prep for the camera, so
Yeah.
some of the social media expectations is not reality.
Yeah.
It's
Keep
not.
that in mind. Too.
Yeah.
And I know, well, Alicia said that she's working toward financial freedom and immersing herself in God's word. So shout out to Alicia. We
And
are
Junior
rooting for you.
said
And he said exposure. So Junior, our brother, he said, we were having a conversation last year, and he said to me that he talked about some experiences that he had for the first time and how that was a motivation for him to want his children and his family to have those same experiences and exposing them to that. And I can relate because I remember my first time driving a luxury vehicle. It changed everything for me. The smell of the car, the feel of the growl of the engine, and I remember feeling like, ooh, like I would like this for myself. Yeah. Not necessarily coveting or like envying, but just feeling like there's more out there to experience, or so I think exposure is really important. And we do that in our community, right? We take our students to field trips. We take them to college tours and things like that. Why? To give them exposure so they have certain experiences to help influence their dreams and facilitate their hopes and kind of give them a little bit of a motivation. So shout out to Junior, Jean Delva, because I do think exposure is a great catalyst for change and movement and building momentum towards things that you want for yourself.
And I think like one of his exposure things was he went to Dubai this year, and he came back as like shockingly a lot of the family live together, like grandparents, aunts, uncles, they live together, and they hire like one person to take care of all the kids. So it's not like you're paying $1,200 a month each kid at different daycares. You hire one person. One person is responsible to cook the meals. One person, so they share responsibility. So it lightens up the burden of living like in America with the individualism and just having your own nuclear family, and so that was a cultural change there in Dubai. And I was like, yeah, that is so true, because sometimes you just wish having that community around you, having that support around you help a lot, especially with all the mental illnesses that we have in our country now. I think it's a lot to do with being overwhelmed and overworked.
I wish we could have predicted that we were going to have like 19 kids among us. Because the truth, imagine if we could, if we all kind of knew, okay, we're all going to have kids. I mean, we knew we were going to have kids.
Are we still at 19?
I thought it was at 22.
Yeah,
well, once Emmanuel have kids, we'll be in the 20s.
How many were added last year?
I don't think.
No, not
That was
last
our
year.
first no baby year.
That was our first no baby year. The year before we had
2025, no babies were born.
No. We had
Since
no babies.
2011.
Since
No,
2011.
that's a lie. Between
Because
Hanovi-
Rosalie, Ziana was born
in 2024. And Brooklyn was born in 2024. But just to imagine if one of us said, you know what, I'm going to open up the daycare. How much money have I paid KinderCare? And apple pie
For them to leave your
I'm
kids
just saying,
outside.
but I'm just saying that we could have taken care of one person in our family financially if it was like, all right,
but
we're gonna have kids.
It's not even just that. It's just living like in other countries, family live in compounds.
Yeah.
So the community support is there. Oh, I'm picking up the kids. Oh, yeah, okay. One person responsible for picking up the kids. While you picking up the kids, I'm cooking dinner. Like, things are getting done in a community. It's not just, the daycare. It's the food. It's the who's taking the kids to the sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Who's going to stay there? Because,
Rosie.
Yeah.
I know right now.
Who's coming to clean that toilet, Rosie? Picking the kids up, Rosie.
Yeah, you're the entrepreneur all that free time. We had to clock in, clock out.
True.
That's no. I mean,
I have some flexibility, but some.
Yeah, I don't mean
It's
free
okay.
time like that, but like flexibility.
Yeah,
You make your own schedule. I still got to report to.
I'm just food for thought for the future. So out of all the kids we have, the oldest are now 15. Hopefully, they go and they do what we taught them, and they get married and they have children. But do you know how many kids are coming in the 50s and 60s? Listen, our kids, you want me to know what we're going to watch? And then I'm telling you that a daycare business.
Hopefully, if they want
just
have
a
kids.
thought. Just a thought, if they want to. But I'm just saying, we're going to have so many kids in our future. We started from 6 to 19. So imagine what's going to be like in literally 10 years, guys.
Yeah.
Literally 10 years.
Now that we went through what we went through, hopefully we can have our kids start off like 10 steps ahead of where we start off at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Your New Year's resolutions. I don't think we touched on you two.
Yeah.
I necessarily I don't I have walked away from the setting myself up for failure. I think resolutions for me is just it's not for me. Why? Because I've noticed how my New Year is mostly in June, and like June is my New Year. I feel like that's when a shift happens for me. So in the month of January, I choose to hibernate and stay warm and like don't set myself up for failure. I know what I can and can't do, so
That's not the real New Year anyway. So
If you think about it,
the actual New Year's in
spring
April.
is in
I
spring.
think,
That's when
right?
everything new comes out.
Yeah, or March.
right.
Like that.
That's another thing. I notice I get rid of a lot of things in spring, and then I feel like my life has been a constant like reset, adjusting, changing, that I really haven't seen what it's just I've not had stability really since mommy was in the house. When she left, stability went with it, and I have not been able. I've had it in my hands and it slips, and so I think that has a lot to do with me not wanting to deal with resolutions, because it's like, well, I don't know what's about to happen. But right now, I feel like for the first time in many, 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 many years, I am feeling a sense of stability, and like I can start planning for the next year, start budgeting differently, and I can think about resolutions. I'm not like fighting for
Dominique
Kazin.
Kazin, one step at a time, just a little bit, just a little
Which
bit.
brings me to my word that I wanted to hear. Was being anchored and focused. I want to make sure that I say this the right way, but it is a Japanese Pomodoro. Pomodoro says, and it talks about 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes rest, but add a ritual. So a breath, a gesture, a sound. Your brain learns a signal to it's kind of telling your brain, all right, this is my focus time. So neuroscience calls this conditioning, and it works fast. So I guess it's a way of training yourself to stay engaged in that 25 minutes of work. And honestly, how I've applied this is organizing. When I'm organizing my room or rearranging things, I tell myself, all right, this looks like a lot of work to do. How am I going to tackle it? So I say, okay, I'm going to pick this one item up, and I'm going to put it where it belongs. Done. All right. Yay me. Pick up this next item, put it where it belongs. Done. Name it. And before you know it, 25 minutes pass, 35 minutes pass, an hour, an afternoon, and I've gotten something done on my to-do list. Add a little Celsius in it, and I feel like a superhero. No.
2 seconds.
Y'all should really try focus. I've given y'all
you want to bring
focus.
some from work.
I have some in my fridge right now. TRU, true. Yeah. They have focus. They have energy. They have
nothing like a Celsius.
I quit.
Man.
So I quit Celsius.
I can't Celsius.
And
I can't do Celsius.
I started drinking it again recently, but when I tell you, I was like, just for now. And I've gotten work done. You saw my room. Who saw my room?
Recently?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, the new room? No, I haven't seen it.
Changed everything up. So it's my little cheat for now. That's my resolution.
I'm going to drive home. I'm going to pick up my True. I'm going to bring it to you.
I had one. It didn't do it.
It depends. There's different ones.
Oh.
There's the ones about energy is focus, which for me, when I'm at work and I know I didn't sleep because of Brooklyn, I take some and it just focuses my mind a little bit. It does. It does. There's one energy, and there's another one. I can't think of the name right now. But it depends.
I'm kidding. I just need one more weekend of it, and I'm gonna quit.
So that's a habit that I am bringing into 2026.
What?
Celsius.
I'm telling you. But anyway, so
Okay.
I just tell myself one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Kind of like Christina's word,
Kazin.
kazin. I didn't even get to do my word. My word that I from the Japanese lifestyle was what is it? Kintsugi mindset. It's finish imperfectly. Just get it done, even though it's not perfect. For me, that resonated with me a little bit because being the oldest, I guess I have this like trying to make everything perfect, and then sometimes that could be paralyzing because I'm like, I don't have this, I don't have that, I need this in order for me to do this, and then nothing gets done. So finish imperfectly is flaws aren't mistakes, they're part of progress, and that just the fact of getting one thing done builds momentum and progress, and then you can always go back and adjust and make it how you want to make it better.
That sounds like an experience I had. I had a paper back in university days. I had a paper that was due, and I just fixated on making it perfect. And I didn't submit it. I have time. Nope, that was it. And I'm like, instead of getting a B or a C, I was so disappointed in myself. But then I realized in that moment that all the C people, they finish. I'm not saying, for those of you watching, that to just like settle for average or below average, but like she said, it's a work in progress. Like, give yourself some grace with knowing you did the work. Might not be perfect, but
I have a friend that's the first person I think I paid attention. I'm like, I'll do this, and then she just does it, and it might not have been perfect in my eyes. Like, oh my gosh, she always get things done, and she's always volunteering, and she's always helping out people, and however the best way that she could. I'm like, oh wow, she's like very like motivated. Yeah, she's very motivated.
that's one thing I really love about you, Tina. Anything you do, you just do it, and you get it done. I'll be in awe sometimes.
With fire. She's gonna get it. If you want anything done, just bring it to her. She's like, oh yeah, this is how I want to do this. I want to do it.
It's such a motivation. Like, for instance, when you moved into your house and you decorated your living room, I was like, this is too much. You doing a lot. This is not gonna work out. And you was like, just help me. So I helped you. And in the end, I was like, what is that? Can you like rub your shoulder? I was just so impressed. I really like that about you.
All I gotta say is I had a very big sister named Natalie.
That big though.
Not that big. That big. No, so we're what? We're
Yes, it took a minute.
No, not like that. So we are 6 years apart. And I've gotten myself in so much trouble. Well, I've gotten her in more trouble than I've gotten myself. Alicia could probably attest to this.
Alicia done saved you a couple times.
Saved me a couple times. But Natalie always told me, if you're gonna do something, do it right. But I didn't get I didn't. So when I set my mind to do something, and I promise you, I live my life with what my sister told me when I was a teenager. She gave me some of the best advice. And it's, if you're gonna do something, do it right. And it's not about perfection. It's more so, if you have a goal, you have a vision, go for it, shoot for it. And I don't know, I've just so I got that from you. She says me, and I got that from you. So, yeah. Rosie, please share. I want to hear your
goal.
I have so many. So I'm just gonna focus on like the first quarter, like for the next 3 to 4 months. I want to say maybe like the top 2 for me would be not getting locked up. Yeah. That's a goal for me.
All right, I don't know why you laugh. That's not funny.
Also, real quick, I see there was a Rich in the comment. Thank you, Rich, for joining.
It's the way
Rich has been there for.
it's the way
Yeah.
she said it though.
Yes.
I know. I just wanted to make sure I call him out, but he's been there for a minute. For a while.
That?
I was gonna give the cliche typical resolutions, but I think for this week, I want to be more authentic in this podcast. I want to be myself. I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and as what I'm not bringing into 2026 is being a people pleaser. Because I'm usually, especially for women, you just kind of train to think about other people's feelings, their emotions. Is everybody else okay? And there's nothing wrong with that to a certain extent. But I'm not bringing that into 2026. I'm going to be authentic to myself, to who I am. If I'm not feeling too good about something, I'm going to let you know. And unfortunately, for this past week, like when I said earlier on, like the toughest battles for his toughest shoulders, I'm just like, again, God, I don't want to be your soldier again. I want to be in the Air Force on the computer, not the Marines on the front line, not this year. But the temptation is real, like to lose your to lose your emotional cool, Aisha. Like to just lose it when people are just like step into your face, people that you've been there for, and it's just like, it's just so frustrating. So, last year I've started going to therapy and stuff, and that is something I want to bring into 2026, is having like continuing to stay in contact with a life coach. Continuing to going to therapy, so that my emotions can be in check. Because most of the time I'm chill, but if you cross me, I don't know. It's not good. And I'm so happy to like have Zahn, even though we have our own issues, to kind of like hold me back. And there's some things that once you say it, you can't take it back. There's some things once you do it, that's it. Especially in the times that we live in, like everybody has their phone out. There's a Ring camera, and it's gonna record that behavior, and that's it. There's no undoing it. So you have to be so careful. So that's my goal for the next few weeks, is to just stay out of trouble, keep my emotions in check. Not everything needs to be said in that moment. I want to, another thing I want to do, aside for like having emotional control and keeping up with my therapy and stuff, because sometimes when you start seeing improvement, like say you go into the gym, you lost your first 10 pounds, or you haven't snapped on somebody in 6 months, or you finally hit your 800 credit score, you just want to get comfortable. Like, I'm gonna skip therapy this year. I'm gonna spend the money on something else, or let me get a credit card, or I'm gonna skip leg day. And then before you know it, you might be back where you were, or even further back. So I just want to continue to be consistent. I want to invite you guys on my journey. Hold me accountable, Natalie. I know you will. 'Cause you let me know in a heartbeat. Hold me accountable. I want to continue to be honest with myself, because you cannot get help if you just not truthful about who you are and what you're doing. Can't get help that way. You have to be honest about where you are. You just have to. There's no faking it. So that's fake healing.
I don't know about that, because I tried that
Hey, Ronell.
Hey, Rachel.
Oh, snap.
Where Rachel is?
She's not
Yeah.
in the comments, I don't think, but she's on there. Hey, Ducky. But listen, Widener. I went to Widener, and I went to this trauma-informed violence interrupter session.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, let's take an approach. Self-care is not necessary. It's not just about self-care. Let's do communities that care.
Okay.
So sometimes when you are so fixated on self-care, I gotta do this for myself, it can become more like another task or another, work, another something
Rather
to do.
than
in your
enjoyment.
Right.
Yeah.
So they say, imagine that
One
you
more
have,
time. One more time.
when you are, right now we're in this age of self-care, right?
Okay.
Prioritize self-care, do this for yourself, go here, go there. Now you find yourself, planning a trip or planning an outing, doing something for yourself, right? It becomes another task or chore.
Okay.
So they said, let's reimagine self-care as communities that care. So and we've talked about this, going to each other's homes and saying, let's all go together and help do laundry at Natalie's house. Or like, we're going to go and help, we're going to make food for the week or for a few days on Sundays and freeze it, communities that care. And in that moment, I'm like, communities that care. Let me tell you what I'm going through. Listen to me. And like, thinking this is already something that's in play. And you're like, be honest and share and things like that. And I'm on a different.
Don't be honest.
For me, I'm in an era where I'm like, I'm not telling nobody. I'm gonna keep it to myself, keep it to my journal, and keep it to my therapist, because they're not communities that care. We create it, yes.
You're
but
sitting amongst the one right now. How can we be more supportive and
even
maybe less judgmental, or
even
not
in
take
our families, communities, like personal circles, we create these judgments on each other, and we say things like, I'm seriously not thinking about one particular person in the moment, but let me think. How many times have you stretched yourself? How many times, let me get a little close. Let me get a little closer to the mic. How many times have you stretched yourself so thin that you end up being there for others, and then you end up falling short for yourself or your family? So now you eventually have to get to a point where you're like, I can't be there for other people. I need to reserve what I have for myself. Have you ever found yourself in that place?
absolutely.
And so, in that sense, by default, we don't become communities that care. We barely become someone that can self-care. And it's the new normal. And so we're all desperate for, we're drowning. And we are isolated as individuals. You might not be alone, but you might feel alone. And I took the approach of communities that care, and I shared things, really vulnerable things, to people that were supposed to be a support, right? And it turned around and bit me in the butt so hard that it became even more of a problem. And here I am being rooted and real right now, guys, because it's a problem. And I know we're doing a podcast, but I'm not gonna say that this is the solution. We can read this paper and read everything and say these are the solutions.
Well, for me, that's what I want to do for myself.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I want to be truthful. And there are times that I shared things that ended up being thrown in my face, in me being vulnerable and sharing some of the stuff that's in my closet that I've struggled with. And I know what's in your closet is thrown back in my face, but that's okay.
You saying in general? Or to whoever it is.
Yeah, in general.
For the
well,
viewers.
Oh no. Again, in my honesty stage, it's not in general. Very specific. Very specific. Things thrown in my face, but that's okay. I'm gonna continue to share what I have to share, even if I feel like my community might not be there for me all the time. And then when it does happen, I'm going to try not to bottle it in. Like, come on, y'all. What's going on?
What do you mean?
What's
when
up?
You say you're going to talk?
I'm going to continue to share.
With who?
This community, because we're on this podcast. And There's so many times like you're online, you hear a story and it touches you. I want my story, instead of like keeping it to myself, or maybe that's a little too much, I'm going to share it because I don't know if it can help you or you.
I'm going to share it 2 years from now.
Or you.
When I come out of it.
Yeah, there's just something about being a little bit naked, being a little bit vulnerable. And I know it backfires sometimes, but that's okay for me.
But I really
is an understatement, because if it's affecting your livelihood potentially, it becomes so much more than a backfire.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say it's about preference, and each individual has a right to their preference. And I want to say nobody at this table is wrong. I think that all of us also have a different approach. Rosie wants to share her experience so that people can hear it, relate to it, grow from it. And if you're like, listen, I'm going to wait until I'm out of the situation, out of the fire, and then I'll share, absolutely. And I think everybody is also at a different phase in their life. I know in my 20s, I gave and gave and gave. I worked on campaigns and never got paid, ever. Not one time. But I had it. It was my 20s. I was grinding. We were growing. And I think when you have little ones between the ages of newborn and 5, you are ankle tied and chained probably to your home, because you're like, I got to get in bed. I got to get fed. Taking them to restaurants. It's embarrassing. So it's like different phases in your life allows different, it allows different ways for you to share with your community. And I think there's a lot of grace that needs to be given. And amongst us, we're several, although we are sisters, we grew up with the same mom and dad, but we grew up with different parents because they were at different stages in their lives when they were raising us. So we have very unique backgrounds as well, which we're going to share with you guys throughout this podcast. So I think what everybody is saying is right, and everyone is saying is to be respected. I do want to say,
It is.
But the sense of community.
I was there before.
I think we are a community. I think we have to continue to redefine it. As Natalie said, if we live in a compound, I think that we can naturally help each other because it will just make sense. But when you live on the west side, I live over on the east side, I got JJ in Brooklyn, Rosie is always coming to help me.
Rosie's
and I
always
really
coming to
help
everybody.
everybody.
Rosie, oh my God. Okay, what are you doing here? I'm here to help you. All right, come on, let's go. Thank you.
I try my best not to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You can't take advantage of that. For y'all.
No, but best to believe, as the kids get older and I think it is different. We'll expand more. We'll go out more. We'll be able to, So, I think there is a support here, and I don't know. I feel.
Here's another thing. We're talking about New Year's resolution. We're talking about things we want to improve in ourselves and everything like that. And being a community, supporting each other, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Rosie was saying, how she want to be vulnerable and tell him. In the grand scheme of everything, right? Sometimes when you help people, it's not only for them, but it's for yourself. Because there's a saying that the cure to depression, of feeling isolated, is to reach out and helping other people. That it just fills a void, because our purpose on earth is to love, and part of loving is to help each other when there's a need. And sometimes it's not even about being, they're gonna take advantage of me. Oh, so what? Sometimes it's like it's past that. It's just, oh well, you at the stage in your life where you needed me. I don't need nothing in return. I just want to help you pass this stage in your life, and good luck when our paths cross.
Sometimes you don't get a thank you.
And sometimes you have to be okay with that, because you know your own purpose in life. You know what God put you on this planet for. So,
but it also comes back. Have you ever given somebody something out of just the grace of your heart, not expecting it to come back, and then like The next week, you're walking and you see a $20 bill on the floor. Has that ever happened to y'all?
You better not pick it up.
Why not?
Malédiction! Malédiction!
He turned to a bird.
If we were in America, maybe I'll think about it. But no, seriously.
Yeah.
No, but that's the
Yeah,
law.
that is
That's
true.
the law of abundance and gratitude.
Absolutely.
The universe give what you put into it.
Yes.
Put in garbage, and
me tell y'all.
you get
Let
garbage.
me tell y'all, I went to ShopRite, right? And you know how you can do cash back? I did cash back for $40, and I forgot it in the machine. And I was upset for a hot second, and I was like, that was a while ago. No, but and you know what? I was hot, and I was like, you know what, God? That could have been a way that somebody that needed to be blessed, and you used me to bless them. So chuck it up because it's gonna come back. I'm telling you, giving, and you don't give to receive, but I'm just saying when that type of
and with dodos, like with the balancing, like you do need to have your cup with something in it filling, and then the overflow help others. So one of my rules for myself is if I'm gonna help someone, right? Let's say somebody say, yeah, can I borrow $100? If I have the $100, if I know if you don't give it back to me, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not giving it to you. But if I say, here's $100, in my mind, I'm not even expecting it back. Like, if you give it back, good for you. But that's the overflow. If I can, if it's gonna hurt me, like I'm like I need to pay the bill tomorrow. I'm not giving it to you. I'm sorry. Yeah. But if it's sitting in my account, I have savings, and you say you need $100, here's $100. I'll pay you back. Yeah, okay. But I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not gonna, because that was an overflow of that God gave me. I was able to save it, and if I'm able to help with you, if you're able to give it back, thank you. If not, and maybe in the future, you can help somebody else with it.
I do that. I say if I give money away or, can I borrow this and that? I'll say, yeah, no problem, under one condition, that you don't pay me back. Don't even worry about it. Just don't bring it up. It's yours. Yeah. Because then if you leave any room for waiting for them to give it back to you, they feel a little bit of a pressure, and then things start to get weird.
And they avoid you.
You get a little, so I just say, I'll lend it to you if you promise me one thing, and that's the one thing, because I don't want.
I gave you money. I forgot about it. I gave it to because I didn't. It was there to fulfill that purpose, and there you go.
But I will say,
I think. Oh, I was gonna say it depends on the conversation I have with you. If it's like okay, you need it, and I can blink my eyes. But if the conversation is like, hey, I'm really tight right now, but I know you need it right now. I need it next week, and if you tell me you're gonna give it back to me on Friday,
you're not getting that $100 because it's not available.
I feel like it's the conversation, is the honesty. If I'm like, hey, I really don't got it too, but I have it. I need it for next week. You need it for tomorrow, but if you could give it back to me, I think it's the conversation for me.
I'll never do that
because I want to be able to help you. I
got you though. Yeah.
Right now, but so it really depends. I will give and wash my hands of it if I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But if I'm like, yo, I really don't got it like that right now, and I may need this back, can you give it back? And then if you tell me, because my thing is your word, if you tell me you're going to give it back, I'm expecting you to give it back.
Here's the thing, but some people may have the intentions of giving it back, but things happen in life, and then you're going to fault them for it. They're going to feel weird. You know, that's that. I mean, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, but like we all have our different ways of.
I think that's why you should give money that you can actually give.
That's what I'm saying.
But I have a tendency of like, I'm gonna help you out right now. But I'm gonna give it back.
And you know, that's another thing.
Not all the time.
So some non-Christian people, you tithe, you just giving your money away. That's kind of a little bit of tithing if you think about it. Tithing doesn't necessarily have to be for the church. Tithing is
helping,
giving, just giving.
I
think so. If you're not in a church and you can't give to someone, doesn't mean okay, you don't go to church, right? And you're not tithing. So
You
can you
get
not
to-
tie
you
it to
get
another
to-
purpose?
A local.
No.
Yes.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yes. Okay, but
Y'all
okay.
about to
Are
have
we
me
talking
look up the
about?
tithe
call it
then, 'cause
something
I looked
else.
this
Are
up.
we
Can't
talking about
call it
hypothetical?
time.
Or are we talking about personal opinion? Or are we talking about what it
Literally.
says? Because if let's say if you like, let's say you're not in church, right? Most people who aren't in church will give to a local nonprofit or like.
Why are we getting technical here?
Yeah, it's charity.
Person.
I will call it charity.
Charity.
not tithing.
All right. So tithing and charity is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm
Right.
gonna let it be.
Right. But let's go back to what you said. You said something really important. You said when you're going through something, the best way to kind of get out of it is to serve, right? And I agree. I personally have done that, and it really does pull you out of a funk. It pulls you out of whatever. It kind of keeps you grounded or helps you regulate when you're going through something. Now, with that being said, to serve others, right? We're serving others. I'm going to ask each of you, have you or do you intend to designate a time to serve yourself? Are you already doing it? We could start down and work our way over. And if not, when do you plan on doing it? Serving yourself.
What do you mean by serving your?
Whatever it means.
Serving yourself. Yep. What does that mean to you? And are you doing it? If not, do you plan to do it? And how is that
Your most depressed day?
in general?
Okay.
So serving myself, man. How many titles do we have again? Serve ourselves, mom, wife, daughter, sister. But no. So the thing that I do I try to prioritize peace, because being a mom of a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, just chaos in itself. Like tonight, Brooklyn decided to open up the fridge because she just went through a growth spurt. She took an egg and just crushed it in her hands. It was on the floor, just playing with it.
That's part
And
of
I was like,
yeah.
I turned around, I was like, Brooklyn, what are you doing?
Was it
Just
before or
literally-
after bath time?
No, it was before.
Thank God.
It was before. So just chaos. So I try to prioritize peace. So what that looks like to me is
Hey, Kale.
I try. hey. I try to do massages, so bi-weekly massages, and I end up finding a very creative way so that if you have an HSA account through your medical insurance from work, you have FSA, you got HSA, health savings account, or even a flexible savings account. If you're putting money, pre-tax dollars into those accounts, you can go to your doctor, because I have tightness in my back due to stress in life. I have my doctor write me a note, and it says, Christina need massages for medical reasons. And through that, I'm able to pay for massages through pre-tax dollars through my HSA account. So that's just anybody out there looking for those type of, there's a way to get around that, but that's kind of how I find peace and prioritizing me and being very creative about it. It's getting bi-weekly massages at Massage Envy, and I make sure during the holiday seasons like Mother's Day, they do buy 2 massages, get 1 free. So I'll buy a whole bunch and then get a whole bunch free. And it's making sure I save that amount of money so that I can get enough massages for the year. So it's kind of like trying to figure out things financially that way, and also prioritizing myself and finding a little bit of peace in this crazy, crazy world. And trying to make ends meet and life meet and work-life balance and all that good stuff. So that's how I kind of service myself. Twice a week, I get a nice massage from CJ Springfield Massage Envy. She's phenomenal. So that's how I do it.
I think for me right now in this season, I serve myself by working out. Once a week, me and my trainer, Jason, I give him a shout out. We train. It's only for 30 minutes. That's all I could afford for right now.
Wow.
So we do, do a workout. And then when I go home, I feel more energized. It boosts, all all the feel good hormones, oxytocin. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So that's how that's for right now in this season. That's why I have a gym membership. So I'm off tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to the gym. They have a sauna. They have a steam room. They have a hot tub. So I'm gonna,
You off tomorrow?
no, I mean no, I'm not off tomorrow.
Because I
Hell no.
Just for 3 hours.
Hell
I
no.
promise.
I am off tomorrow. I am going to
I'll be done by lunchtime.
serve myself
off
tomorrow.
Look, no, but you can bring your, everybody at the office.
I am good. Like, well, I'll
Seriously.
Okay.
what time?
8 to 12.
There goes my self-serve time. Deleted.
No, she said she's gonna bring it to me.
Community
But y'all
support.
But what about splitting the time? 2 hours, 2 hours.
We talk.
If you split the time so that both of you get a little bit of self and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but,
Time.
All right.
you know, I go to the Boys and Girls Club at 4.
Okay.
Oh, you do programming?
I'm now going into the office 5 days out of the week.
Yeah. So
I don't have those privileges.
Yeah, not for right now. Maybe in the very near future. But yeah. Okay. So working out.
Yes.
All right.
Was that shots fired? What did you just say?
No. Oh no. Everything.
We
is
are
going on at my
live.
job
Rooted
right
in
now.
real.
Okay.
Honey.
nobody knows.
Go ahead, Dominique.
I think I was kind of
How do you-
muted. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, I act a fool around y'all. I love it. Myself?
Look at Junior there dying.
Celsius.
Dying in the comments.
Celsius.
Self-care. I mean, serving myself. Honestly, I can't. Well, I don't even know where to begin. I think for
Naps on Saturday
me, for
mornings.
real. Honestly, it's just been organizing my space.
Oh, that's one of the things. That's one of the lifestyles, Japanese lifestyle. Clean.
Yeah,
What is it? What's the word? The clean one.
I'm not sure.
I just need my space.
Anchor focus.
Oh, Pomodoro.
That was my
Pomodoro.
word.
Okay.
Pomodoro. But anyway, yeah, I feel like for me to have a successful year will depend on my space. So I went shopping and I got cabinets that fit my budget. I organized my purses in color and size, and I'm organizing my personal belongings so that I can look my best, feel my best, perform my best, and all of that has to do with my space. And I was trying to penny pinch and like not put out money on certain things because I was just trying to save. And I was like, nah, I gotta cut my losses and make that put some extra money out so that I can add to my space so I have enough room to organize. Oh, you lost it.
Sorry.
What did that say? Seri Seiton. Clear space. A messy room creates mental noise. Japanese culture treats clutter like pollution. Princeton studies show clutter reduces focus and increases stress. Yes.
Clean space, clean action.
But for me, it's like a whole different level. It could be clutter free, or like it could be relatively organized. But I'm like a micro organizer. I want to be able to find that color shirt, this pattern in the dark. I just want to be able to reach my hand out, feel it, and then I know what it is and just grab it. Because I just that's how I perform best. That's how I. So
Yeah.
I'll
come over. I know.
No, I'm good. I got it.
No, because that's what I've been doing in my house. Rosie's seen it.
Oh yeah, she.
Oh,
yo.
Because that's how I am. I have to be.
I love it.
Everything has a place. If it doesn't, it's a problem.
Yeah. It's efficiency. I need to be, especially being a single mom right now. It's not even about me. It's about my children and being able to equip them to develop skills on, personal hygiene or like organizing themselves or being able to have our organized space, being able to help my children develop routine. You know, so if I say go do this, they're good. They don't have to fumble. They don't have to. So that's myself. Serving myself right now is just maximizing my space that I'm working with right now, and micro organizing. And I feel very much like I'm serving myself. And every now and then I might get a massage if I can, if it's in the budget. You know?
Do you have an HSA at work?
I want to put that out there right now.
If you have that option, really maximize those.
Listen,
dependent care, flexible savings account.
I went to Dr. Klein
savings account.
with my HSA,
exactly,
the old
one,
or my unioned HSA that was going.
But for those of you watching, can you post some of the things you do for self-care and self-love? How do you service yourself? I would like to see some of your ideas as well.
And also some of your goals.
Gio, what's your self-serve?
Hold on.
What does he mean? The judge, the jury, the executioner.
the judge?
Who is the judge, the jury, and the executioner?
I am not the executioner. I'm the
Well, who's the judge?
You.
Whoa.
Really? The jury.
Yes.
Because we're going to deliberate.
Right.
And then, then you go.
I took it as an executioner. You getting things done.
Execute. I thought executioner.
That too. You know.
No, somebody who gets people who get
You know what?
Woo.
Rooted and real.
Yes, if you just hopped on, go ahead and put in the chat.
Thank you guys.
Your goal for 2026, and we're gonna check back in 3 or 4 months, just real quick, and touch on how we're looking on those goals.
Yeah.
Before I answer the question about you're serving yourself before you're serving others.
No, just how do you serve yourself? And if
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Before I answer that, the last word for today in our Japanese lifestyle ideologies, it's wabi sabi. Am I saying that right?
Wabi sabi.
Wabi sabi. Okay.
I'm guessing.
That means don't wait for ideal conditions. Move with
Turn
what
that paper in.
Yes. Move with what you have. Perfection delays action. So that business idea that you have, go for it. Even if the website's not perfect, you don't have your automation set up, you don't have the t-shirt, the perfect pictures, move with what you have. And this one really applies for me. Like, I just like to wait until everything is just right. And I want to, in 2026, I'm going to move with what I have. Try to build back up my client list because during COVID, everything was pretty good for me in the cleaning world. But I'm taking a hit. I'm struggling. It's rough. It's rough.
Have your steady.
I do have a few of my steady clients and stuff like that, but I've lost all of my commercial clients. So I need to wabi-sabi, move with what I have, even if I don't have, all the ducks in a row, visit some funeral homes or some more gyms and get some contracts. Where was I going? Serving myself. That is a tough one.
Aisha saying, sorry.
Great segment.
No, Aisha, self-care, prioritizing myself, goals, keeping God first, amen, and being more family-oriented.
Oh, that's Aisha. Thank you, Aisha. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I like that. Self-serving, this one's a tough one for me. I'm just learning how to do that. I guess what I had mentioned earlier is staying in touch with my therapist. That is how I'm going to serve myself. it's expensive. So putting that money aside, at least for a good one, because, you know, if you're in therapy for the same thing for 2 years, that's not, you're not doing the work. So that's how I'm going to serve myself. Journaling more. I want to do more of that this year. You know, typically when I see progress, like I feel like I'm good, I just will stop going, and I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. What else was I going to say? Serving myself, man. Ooh, I don't think I got much to say on that, because that's tough.
How can you serve yourself?
How can I serve myself?
Can I ask this question?
My neck is getting hot.
Because I've asked you this before. When my home gets crazy and I'm like, Rosie, no, you don't have to come over. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna figure out how to situate my house. Don't worry about it. And then you'll say, no, Tina, I'm coming to help you because by helping you, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel better. So my question for you would be, do you feel like serving yourself is when you're helping and serving others? Because that can be it. Some people are built that way. And like, if you when you help someone and it fills your cup.
It does. Maybe instead of like in the self-care kind of way, for me, this is like real rough draft. It's something I got to think about more. But I would say being more disciplined is how I will take care of myself, because I can go get my nails done. I can go and get my hair done. I can go and get a massage. But I think for me, loving me more would be being disciplined and committed to what I said I was going to do. Like, yeah, keeping the promise to myself. Like something real small. Like, the rest of that birthday cake that's left over, like the sheet cake, you know, all the guests have left, and there's like 10 slices left. Being disciplined enough to not eat the rest. That is self-care for me, because I love me. I love my gut. I love my health, and I'm not gonna eat that.
Yes.
I'm not going to eat that whole bag of Doritos. That is what self-love is for me. Okay. It's being disciplined. It's being disciplined. It's being disciplined.
Yeah, I agree.
So sometimes we take care of like our outside self. Like we take care of our outside self. And it's just like, you know, ooh, I'm going on this trip, on this vacation by, you know, with my girls. And, you know, but a lot, you know, sometimes it's internal. Yeah. Like, how are you taking care of yourself internally? What are you doing to regulate your emotions? What are you doing? What book did you read? When's the last time you picked up a book? I buy so many books, but it's just to buy it. So my Amazon or Audible account looks, you know, like, oh, look at all these books I have. Look at my bookshelf. But finishing it, opening it, reading it, finishing it, like, you know, growing intellectually.
I think we started that last year, because I started sharing y'all with the book, and we've been reading. We started that last year. I think we finished a couple of books, right?
Like
maybe
two.
For real.
Yeah.
I keep a book, little booklet, a bookshelf. This is getting kind of personal, but I keep it next to in the bathroom.
Rooted and real, girl.
And believe it or not, instead of taking my phone and scrolling down, you know, on the throne, see, I'll crack open the book and like go through a few pages, and before you know it, by the end of the month, I'm like halfway or done the book.
My legs get numb if I sit on that toilet.
No, I mean you just read a page or two, and then you put it back in the booklet.
Not putting
The
another
only-
thing
wait, you
on
don't-
auto pay, or not putting another thing on afterpay. Loving myself and my bank account and my credit score. Like, just basically to sum it up, discipline. Having the discipline when nobody's looking to smack your own self. Like,
Well, Junior said that his goals for 2026 is to health to match my wealth coming this year.
Yes.
So if you want your health to match your wealth, there's something going on there. Shout out Junior. Okay.
Step out my comfort zone with confidence. Wow. Yo, Khaled.
My goal for 2026 is to stop feeling
Self-checkout.
Hopefully that was a joke.
Yeah, me too.
And you want to read your husband's?
Oh, I see you,
Jamar.
Jamar.
Shout out to
Coming in,
Jamar.
listening. Self-care is healthcare. Yes, absolutely. Because when you take, Dominique could talk about this because literally she did this for a living, talking to people that the better, if you take care of yourself better, mentally and physically, the less doctor's appointments you will have. Stress is one of the main factors for getting sick and diseases and all those things.
And isolation.
In isolation. So self-care is healthcare. You're absolutely right, babe. I see you, babe.
The professor. The Jamar the professor.
Thank you for answering my question, sis.
All right, so
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Because we touch on a lot of heavy stuff of what we want to do, what we're going to do, and we are going to hold each other accountable. And as you're listening to our goals and you're tagging your stuff, I see Aisha, Junior, Kale. We'll be
Alicia was up there too.
Yeah.
Did we read her comment?
We'll be holding y'all accountable too. Let's
we did.
continue this conversation throughout the year, but let's look at last year goals. Let's kind of go into a positive note, and we
You
can
want to
talk
end
about
it that way?
Yeah,
Like
let's-
something that you are so happy
Proud of,
you
like, from
accomplished last year.
Last year, right? Because we so focused on the future, sometimes we gotta step back and appreciate what we got in the moment and some of the goals we hit last year. So let's definitely talk about some of that.
Why don't you go first, Rosie?
Yeah.
Y'all know I need time to think because I'm going to say something crazy. I didn't get pregnant last year.
She don't want to get pregnant with everybody. If you pregnant, Rosie,
That is a
she
goal.
has a baby with like.
We started the podcast last year.
Yes, we did.
We didn't go live, but we have
we got some stuff we're
recordings
gonna be
we'll
dropping.
eventually share. But yeah, that's something we were talking about for years. And thank you so much, JP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, JP, for
Thank
motivating.
you so much. Yeah.
And being patient.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And giving us
being
the
patient with
tips.
us.
Like, that was a big thing, I think, for me.
He showed up and he was like, "Y'all ready?" I'm like,
Finally
sure."
doing it.
Definitely. It was like,
Finally doing it.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
I think for me, my so many, but specifically for 2025.
Or any previous year. If you had another year that was
let me
like
see how many,
your year.
Giving myself, being more compassionate towards myself, accepting my failures as a part of my growth, and becoming who I am becoming, who I'm meant to be, who I'm gonna die being. I think part of that goes into really truly having peace. Let me take off my bracelet to say this one. This was a huge thing for me. When I truly understood and accepted that life, I know this might sound silly, or small, but it's huge for me because life is truly a journey, right? And everything that you go through, the pain, whatever it is, the violence, the abuse, the betrayal, the hurt, the successes, the wins, the gains, accomplishments, it's all a part of your story, your journey, right? And a couple years ago, I had these Mormons knock on my door, and I'm like, yes, an opportunity for apologetics. And so we're sharing each other's faith, and like I'm learning more about their doctrine and what they know and understand. And then they invited me to their house of worship or temple, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll go. So I go, I check it out, and I remember one thing that they told me in a booklet that they gave me, and I was reading into it. I do not identify as a Mormon, but one thing that really stood out to me in their booklet was that they have in the higher realm, before they come on earth, these beings look down and say, hey, I'd like to experience the human journey or the human, life experience. And what they said wasn't living a life and becoming wealthy and having traveling and becoming all of these wonderful things. It also included the pain of the human experience, the suffering of the human experience, experiencing loss and all of it. And I found it interesting that learning about just reading that little segment of the booklet they gave me made a kind of a return back into my life just last year or the year before that in 2024. And I'm like, you know what? This is an experience. Being a person, being a human, and going through the pain and the heartache and the loss, cancer, whatever it might have been, or whatever it is an honor to experience as a human. And now it's a matter of who are you choosing to evolve into? How are you going to elevate as a human, as a being? Are you going to come out of it experienced, or come out of it with a hatred or desperation? But I don't want to go too much into that. But for me, circling back to the response, was that in and of itself. Compassion on myself, knowing that my life, no matter what happens, no matter what choices I make, every second until I take my last breath is my human experience. It is my story. And then lastly, understanding that I'm pursuing the best version of me. And I've said that repeatedly. I say it to the students that I work with. And that means taking every day one day at a time, and knowing that when I lay my head on my pillow, everything that I chose to do as I pursue the better version of me in that moment, in that day, truly is the best version of me. And so when I go to sleep, I'm like, all right, check. Did I do things that helped me become the best version of me today? If it wasn't physical fitness, was it in my finances? Was it in my spiritual growth? Was it in my servitude to others or myself? And as I go through that list, it helps me stay focused on my goal of becoming the best version of me. That was a very elongated response, but
This is deep.
That was
deep. You're trying to get people to
good.
cry, pulling on people emotional cords.
I've grown so much, and I love it. I'm now, instead of fearing a heartache or something that big that may come, I feel like I can digest it better because I know to take it one little bit at a time. And like when I feel the pain and the hurt, just embrace it. Like, this hurts, but sit in it, digest it, feel it, process it, and then let it go, and that has been interesting for me. Yeah.
Hold on. No.
Clock it, right? Clock it. I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
Is this it? Or this finger?
Calais looking for a home church. Calais, 623 Manchester Avenue, Media, PA. We'll see you there on Sunday.
Yes, we
And
do.
we're having International Sunday coming up, so it's gonna be a lot of good food.
A lot of food.
What,
Some
Sunday.
Haitian food.
What Sunday is that? The last Sunday of
Yeah, the last
January?
Sunday. I want to say 25th.
Yeah, so that'll be a good Sunday to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
Christina,
Sunday
what
of
were you
January.
gonna
Come join us.
We
and eat.
actually all go to church together now.
Yeah.
We are all of us, all 6 of us. So please, Greater Philadelphia Baptist Church. It's a really good
Fellowship.
Yeah.
Greater Philly Baptist Church.
Yeah. All right, Natalie.
Final
Let's
thoughts.
wrap up.
Yeah, wrap
What was the question again?
up.
Oh,
What's
what?
up?
2025.
Oh, my bad.
2025. I know you're not talking.
I was wondering where that the entire time.
And it matches her shirt, too.
You know what? Today is for you.
No.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know. Okay, I got goals.
From last year.
Last year, I can't.
You turned
40.
Yeah,
Was that That party.
Well, that was in the goal. That just happened.
It's so beautiful.
It didn't just happen. My husband, Woodley Paul, took his time, effort, energy, money, and made sure I came into my 40s with a big old bang, bang, bang.
Universal circus.
I love you, babe. Thank you. And if you know me and Woodley, we're opposite. I'm behind the scene, kind of like more, reserved, more settled.
Put her on a dance floor.
But my man, woo! Anyway,
shout out to Woodley. The kids, Gigi getting to the Jewish school. That was
yeah.
For you.
For me,
We answering your question.
I can't. I listened to y'all. I just blinked. My mind went blank just listening and
Want me to
absorbing.
go and then you go?
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? My goal is to be the best mom I can be, the best wife I can be, fulfill my roles and my titles. We have up and downs. Your kids will try you, whatever. But in the grand scheme of everything, I can say I'm very proud of my children. I'm glad where they're going. So I cannot remember what my specific goals were for 2025.
Oh, okay.
I know my marriage is one of them. Working on that, because
Yeah. I don't even think I answered that. I just said what I liked the most about what ended up happening
in 2025.
But
I wanted to comment on your
Adelia
2025.
getting into the school she wanted to get into.
Yeah.
That was a big miracle.
I have 2 high schoolers, 2 ninth graders. I don't know. Whatever happened in 2025, I'm like, thank you, God. Like it was a good year. Everything worked out. It was a good. I have a job. My husband got a job. The kids are in school. No one had any real illness. Dyson did break his arm, but it's healed. My relationships at work is they're getting better. Like yeah. I'm very grateful for 2025.
I had a comment about your 2025 because you said I didn't have a baby. I will say, Rosie, maybe that, but you are an amazing mom. I think we've all said that. When you look at your kids, and usually I always say this: if you look at the fruit from the tree, you could tell what type of tree it is. And your kids are so well behaved, and they listen. They don't talk back. Like no, you didn't have any kids in 2025. If God want to bless you with some more to raise us some more good kids, listen, you are really good. You're a great mom.
One?
You're a great mom.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they are. They can come. They can come over my house whenever without a problem. I never have a problem. No, but that's kind of with all my nieces and nephews. Really, I don't have a problem with any of them coming over once they pass stage of 2.
I know.
But I love the babies too. I ain't gonna lie. I had Brooklyn in my house. She was good. We slept together. She cuddled.
Brooklyn and Zayana together are some interesting duos.
When they see each other, you ever see when they see each other?
Yes. They are best friends. But my Creed Edge serum was on the floor because of those two. So that's all I'm gonna say.
But
they're trying to get their edges.
It was Brooklyn too. It was Brooklyn, and it was my daughter.
Junior. One more thing. Junior says, "Jean,
For me and Aisha time.
Yes, and I keep telling you, just bring them kids over sometime.
Don't worry, Gia.
The kids can
Ma
drive.
jwen vendredi, oui.
Oh yes.
Vendredi ma vin pranti moun yo nan man. Okay, Junior.
Anytime.
Okay,
Well,
goals for 2025. No accomplishments that were met in 2025. I wanted to get deeper into the Word of God and reading the Bible, and I can say I've started that Q3 of 2025, and I got through most of the Old Testament, and God has just been dropping just knowledge and opening my eyes up with my marriage, humbling me, learning a lot about the Israelites and all the craziness that they did, and His grace and His mercy. And although I want to say, man, those Israelites are crazy, I'm like, so am I.
I'm about to say,
And I'm looking
you're
at
a
a whole
Jew. You're a
nation.
Jew.
Of course.
Stop. That's not funny. That's not funny. But just getting into the Word of God, I feel like that's an accomplishment, and it's been leading. I've been continuing that for this year, and my goal is to do one devotional a quarter. And right now, I'm on a devotional for the book of Habakkuk. Very interesting, and God has been opening my eyes on some things pertaining to my marriage and stuff. We could talk about that on another podcast when we talk about relationships and marriages. So that was a goal, and I'm so happy I've been able to do that, strengthening my faith. I stopped working 2 jobs. I'm just working 1 now. So I'm excited about that.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, because I was stressed out.
Miserable.
I was miserable.
No, you
Two jobs
are miserable.
wasn't it.
The situation is miserable. You handled that with finesse.
You think so?
You did your thing.
That was a lot.
I was so blown away.
But as mom, we do what we gotta do.
Yeah, for our family. Financial goal. When I tell you God turned bad situations into good situations, those of you that know, I had an incident where I ended up swallowing glass at a work event. A bartender gave me a drink with glass in it and led to a whole situation, which a pretty nice financial windfall, which helped me pay off some debts. So that was the accomplishment, is getting rid of some of the student loans and debts that we had in our lives that was weighing us down. That was really, really, really tough, which led to an 800 credit score.
All it took was
I'm in the 800
swallowing glass. Good job.
Swallowing glass.
Yes.
No, so that was a big financial goal.
high-five.
Gain my credit score right.
No, for the 800.
And then, gain to the 800.
We're not high-fiving for swallowing glass. We're high-fiving for the credit score.
Yeah.
Yay.
So we've been working really hard on our finances, me and my husband. He's the finance guy. So I've been working on my finances, let's just say. And so we reached some financial goals last year. So yeah.
Cool.
So I would say those were my accomplishments.
Yes, thank you for sharing all of that. Thank you for coming out tonight and in your busy schedules. I know it's difficult. At this time, we got work in the morning. Thank you guys for joining in our live session, our first live. Don't forget again. Let us know your goals.
We'll see you Thursday nights, 9. Well, Thursdays at 8:30. We'll say between 8:30 and 9.
8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Here sharing our stories, and we'll also be posting some of the podcasts that we have recorded in the past. But we appreciate your time, we appreciate your support, and we appreciate the comments.
Yeah.
We do.
And we appreciate JP in the house.
Yeah, CMPradio.net.
You have been listening to
Rooted in Real Delva Diaries.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.